Okay, so what is a geometric sequence? So we talked about arithmetic sequences. What was an arithmetic sequence? It had an A in it, yeah? It was like A sub n equals or A sub 1 equals? What is an arithmetic sequence similar to?
Isn't it
It's like slope-intercept form. It's like a line. So arithmetic is like linear. Put your phones away, guys, please, unless you're putting the reminder in. So, shh. Arithmetic sequences are linear, and geometric sequences are like exponential for the most part. So a geometric sequence is an ordered list of numbers in which every term after the first term is found by multiplying the previous term by a constant, the common ratio r, where r does not equal 0 or 1. So instead of d, like in an arithmetic sequence, we have r, which is our common ratio. I'm sorry. And the common ratio is like your growth or decay factor.
No. Remember when math used to be understandable?
So, what is the recursive formula? It's this here. So recursive formula is defined as g sub 1 is your first term. What is the first term? And g sub n equals the common ratio times the previous term. You will only replace, whoops, wrong things. You will only replace what is highlighted.
Well, we don't have highlighters.
Well, you can box it. So you only replace what is being highlighted on the screen above. Okay, so get that stuff written down. All right, so let's get into some examples. Okay, these. Okay, just go back. Go ahead and do it. Are you okay, guys, or tell me when you're ready, girls?
John, are you crying? Because like the way you look, it looks like turn up. Do you know
No.
it does?
No, it does not. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, cross off the answer. Cross off the directions on this because I changed this and I forgot to cross those off. All right, so the pattern is 4, 8, 16, 32. What is the first term, Grace? 4. What is happening to get to the next term each time? Jordan, go ahead. Multiplies by 2. So the recursive formula is you tell what g sub 1 is, and then you write g sub n equals r times g sub n minus 1.
That's how you say it?
G sub n.
Like A sub 1. Pay attention.
Oh,
Dang, okay.
no. No, I was just...
He just misheard me. So it's g sub 1. It's just because I was saying it so fast it all ran together. Okay, so that the s and the g ran together for you because I was saying it so fast. Okay, so what does that look like then? What is my first term? 4. What is my common ratio? You're multiplying by 2 each time, so it is 2. So that is your recursive formula. Does that look familiar to you guys with the arithmetic stuff?
No.
Are you kidding?
This stuff so not.
It looks the same as
I am not really. It's
You don't remember like the A sub n stuff?
It caused me pain. I hated that.
Yes,
But you remember it.
I remember all about it.
remember all the. It's not
All right. So how would I find my 10th term? Yes.
You plug in kin for n, right?
No, you cannot just do that in recursive. So that's why we separated recursive and explicit, and we're doing 2 notes today, because recursive means that you have to know the previous term to get to the next term. So what do you have to do with the previous term to get to the next term?
Multiply by 2.
Multiply by 2. So we so far have the first term is, what's the first term? 4. The second term is 8. The third term is?
16.
The fourth term is?
32.
So what would the fifth term be?
64.
How did you find that, Lexi?
I put 32 plus 32.
Why are they A's? They should be G's. So you multiplied by 2. So that's 64. So Connor, what would G sub 6 be? What would the sixth term be?
Holy crap.
You can take your calculator out.
Okay.
You're multiplying by 2. This is not to be done in your head. I would like this to get done.
128.
Okay, Tanari, what is G sub 7, the seventh term?
I thought you said geese. I thought you were saying geese of 7.
No, I said G. RC, what is G sub 8, the eighth term? Blaine, what is G sub 9, the ninth term?
1024.
Then finally, our 10th term, which is what we're trying to find here. You all should have a calculator on your desk, so if I call on you, you can answer my question. Riley, what is my 10th term? That's fine. You multiply by what? What is your... Yeah. Good. So that is our answer. Our 10th term is 2048.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you have to do that on the whole?
No, you can just keep multiplying it in your calculator and write the answer. I'm just showing you guys how we got there so you guys can use your notes correctly. You know what I mean? If I just wrote 2048, you guys would be like, right. Okay, so Brian, what's my start for the next one?
36.
Okay, Justin Powers, what am I doing each time?
What'd you just do? Divided by 2?
We don't say division though, we say multiplying by. So it's multiplying by 1/2. Okay, what is calling my recursive formula then?
Alright, the formula is G of, let's see.
G sub 1.
G sub 1, it's weird way. And then
What does that equal?
that equals, isn't it? No.
The first term.
Okay, so 36.
Okay.
And
Then,
then divide.
nope.
Oh, it's still multiplying?
No, it's the second part of the formula. So you did,
I see it.
remember, we only replace these pieces in the formula. Okay? So try that. So we did G sub 1 equals 36. So what's the next part?
Times G.
No, that's a separate part. So then it's G sub.
Okay. Okay, I see where we are now. Now it's the G of N
Yeah, equals.
equals 2. I don't think.
We're multiplying by what?
By half.
So what goes in for R?
Okay, so then 1/2
Times what?
times G, and then the N minus 1.
Yeah. It's okay, guys. This is the first time we're doing it. It's okay. Okay, so we have our first 4 terms here, right? We're going to multiply them by 1/2. So, Kaylee, what is 4.5 times 1/2?
2.3.
And give me all the decimals when I call on you guys. So, Emma, what is G sub 6, the sixth term? 2.2.5, what? 2.25 times 1/2 is?
1.9.
Okay. RC, are you doing G sub 7 right now?
No.
Can you do that for me? Can you multiply your answer by 1/2?
0.5625.
Jana, do 0.5625 times 1/2. Okay, Jayla. Okay.
They find out answer.
0.14. Does anybody have G10 yet? The 10th term? Go ahead for me, Jordan.
0.07033125.
Okay, and that is our answer.
Can you say that?
Tenths, hundred thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, million, 10 millions. Oh, just the numbers?
I can't read it.
0.0.
Yep.
70
Yep.
31
Okay.
25. All right. We're going to skip to the next slide. We've started that one up because we have 2 sets of notes. So we're
Wait,
gonna,
do you know?
Oh, with the graph these things.
just stop crying. So fill in the chart above. What is my 4th term in this chart above? What? Justin, what did you say?
24.
Okay, so Justin says that is 24. Cassie, what would the 5th term be? What? Good. So Connor Clover, what is the pattern that's happening? Multiply by 2. Again, these formulas will also be given to you on your test. So it wants the recursive formula. Okay, what is the recursive formula for this, Josh? So G sub 1 equals 3, then what?
G sub n equals G sub n equals 2 times G sub n minus 1.
Perfect. And what is my 7th term if I continue my table? What is my 7th term if I continue my table? So my 6th term would be what, Kaylee? And then do you have the 7th term?
Yeah.
What is that?
92.
So she just continued to multiply by 2. Okay, so look at those first 2 slides and see what questions you have for me so far. Are we doing okay? Okay. Next one. Is it this one for the next one?
Yeah.
At 1, where is this at on the graph? Where is it at? 2. 1, comma, 2. Okay. At 2. Alyssa, where is it at? Be careful. 4. Good. At 3. Emma, where is it at?
8.
Good. At 4, where is it at? Is 5 even on this graph? Yes. At 5, where is it at? Go ahead, Jordan.
32.
Okay, what is happening? What is my pattern, Riley?
Multiplying by 2.
Okay, Blaine, give me the recursive formula.
G of 1 equals 2.
Okay?
And then G
Not plus.
G and this.
It's multiplication, yeah. So if we're finding the eighth term, what would you do, Tanari?
The eighth?
Yeah, it says find the eighth term.
I put
You can't substitute in yet. This is recursive. Recursive, you have to use the previous term. So what would you have to do with 32?
I multiplied by 2.
Which is?
64.
7 would be?
128.
And then 8 would be?
256.
Okay. Can't even see that. What questions do you guys have there? All right, next one. Let's fill in the table. Just tell me the number that's in the middle of it. So the first one is, then it's, then it's,
8.7.
okay. This is a hard thing to see what the growth factor is, right? Or decay factor. What did I teach you guys how to do on Monday? What can you do? Yeah, so you can do 8 over 27 divided by 4 over 9. So do that in your calculator. Do 8 over 27, so 8 ABC 27, division symbol for ABC 9.
0.666.
What'd you get?
2/3.
It 0.6 repeated is 2/3. So we are constantly multiplying by 2/3. Brian, give me that formula. What's your first term in this one? 1, okay. Then you have this part here. So you say G sub n equals what? What's your common ratio? Times what? Do we replace this part? Do we replace G sub n minus 1? No, so it times G sub n minus 1. Okay? Does that make sense now? So if we're finding our 10th term, I need you guys to have your calculator out.
Why can't you just plug it into the equation?
The explicit lets you do that. So when we get to explicit, we can do that. So does somebody have the 5th term yet? Jordan? Yes. Emma?
16.
Good. So we multiply that by 2/3. Who has that one? Emma?
32 over 2.3.
Does somebody besides Emma have the 3rd term? Tanari? 7th term.
54 over 729.
How about the 8th term? Kaylee, did you get that?
Yeah, but just turn into a decimal.
That's the
She doesn't have that same calculator. What is it?
Because it won't turn back to a
Okay, what'd you get, Tanari?
128 over 2,187.
2,187? Ninth. Who has the 9th term? Jana? 6,561. How about that 10th term, Josh?
512 over 1.
Is it 10,000?
19,683.
19,000 what?
683.
So it's 512. 1 second, I'll write it in here. 512 over 19,683. Okay, flip to the back page.
What an exciting day.
So find the next 6 terms using the following recursive. So our first term is negative 22. What will I have to do, Jordan Coward, to get to the next one? What does it A tell me to do? So what would the next one be? Yep. So we're going to continue to multiply by 2, Connor Clover. So what would the next one be? It's fine. Just multiply this by 2. 2 times 4 is? 2 times 4 is? So it's negative. Good. Mike, you should be awake. I'm going to ask you a question soon, so you better start waking up here. Jayla, what would the next one be? Okay. Colin.
Oh, okay. Calculator glitch. More like calculator. It's negative 352.
Okay, Justin Powers. Josh, go ahead. Last one there.
Negative 1,480.
480?
408.
408. Sorry. Okay. Questions on that one? Okay, then let's do B and then we'll skip C. So B says we have to multiply each term by... Okay, Mike. Do 10 times 2 fifths. 10 times 2 ABC 5. Okay? Kaylee, what's the next one after that?
So I just can do 1 and 3/5.
Let's write it as an improper fraction.
Ah,
Keep it family friendly, Kaylee.
8 over 5. She said shucks. That's family friendly to me. Alyssa, what's the next one if you're doing 8 fifths times 2 fifths?
No.
Perfect. Cassie. What'd you say? I think you skipped one. The one before that.
Yep.
You probably have it on your paper.
32.
Over 125, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you had skipped one. So what was the one that you said? 625, right? And then finally, for the last one there, RC, it is
128 over 3,125.
perfect. Okay. 3,100. I forgot the 125. Okay. So, questions for me on this one? Do you have questions?
No, it's not about this.
Do you guys have any questions on this and how to use your calculators? Are you doing okay with your calculator?
Yeah.
So if you do 4 times 2 ABC 5, can you switch this? I would switch that to an improper fraction right away so that it only gives you the right fraction. Because this shouldn't have a 1 in front of it at all. It's because you have 64 over 125. That's 64 over 625. All right, last one. Find the next 4 terms and then we're going to graph it. So, what does it tell us to do to find the next 4 terms? Multiply by what, Jordan? What? Stop talking.
Yeah, Justin, I'm trying to learn.
Okay, Mike, by multiply 40 by 1/4, what is it?
Don't lie.
Josh. He looks exhausted.
Can I do 2.5?
No, I would like you guys to keep fractions, get used to them. But that is 2.5. If we're graphing, it might be good for you guys to see the decimal because you guys don't know what fractions mean. So sure.
Oh.
Okay, but it's mostly accurate. Not everybody in this classroom.
Yeah, but still. Okay, that's as good as right.
Okay. Alyssa, what would the next one be? Which is 0. What? What is 5 over 8? So when we go to graph it.
It's 6.25.
0.6.
And then the last one is what, Alyssa? I said Alyssa again. I mean Lexi.
Oh, 5 over 32.
Can you get the decimal for me?
0.1565.
Okay, so when we go to graph this, we need to remember that these are the outputs.
You won.
So our inputs,
1, 2, 3.
yes. Our inputs are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You remembered. Very good.
What is happening?
Ooh, wee.
Wait, what in the world?
Guess I'm counting by fives.
I vote $10 on Josh.
What?
$10?
Yeah.
You gonna give me $10?
No.
We're not doing this right now. Or ever. To clarify that.
What about like adequate?
Gambling is okay.
I said or ever.
You just lost $10.
What about after school?
I never.
Gambling is okay.
Do you connect? Stop for a second. Do you guys connect in sequences?
No.
No, so this one is not connected. It is done.
What? You did that.